Season 3, Bearing Fruit in Quiet Places. Introduction. Fruit does not announce itself. It appears quietly, often unnoticed, long after the work of planting and rooting has passed. Season 3 unfolded not with greater visibility, but with greater responsibility. What had been received now had to be given away. The words of Jesus shaped this season deeply, as written in the Gospel according to John chapter 15 verse 8, "By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit and so prove to be my disciples." Fruit was no longer theoretical, it became relational. Episode 1, When Others Begin to Sow. Something unexpected began to happen. Those who had been listening quietly started sharing the word themselves. Not polished, not loud, but faithful. They asked fewer questions about platforms and more about Scripture. The seed that had taken root in them now moved through their own voices. The ministry shifted from speaking to equipping. From delivering messages to walking alongside others as they learned to handle the word with reverence. As written in the second epistle to Timothy chapter 2 verse 2, "What you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses entrust to faithful men, who will be able to teach others also." The harvest multiplied without a single spotlight. Episode 2, Feeding More Than Numbers. Messages began arriving from unexpected places. Stories of faith growing in homes, in break rooms, in hospital waiting areas. No crowds gathered, yet lives were being nourished. The realization settled in that fruit was not measured by reach, but by faithfulness. A single changed life mattered more than 1,000 impressions. Jesus' words from the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 14 verse 16 guided this understanding. They need not go away, you give them something to eat. The fruit was meant to feed, not to impress. Episode 3, Pruning for Greater Growth. Not every branch remained. Some opportunities faded. Certain doors closed. Time grew more limited, and choices had to be made. What once felt like loss revealed itself as mercy. The Lord's pruning was gentle but firm, removing distractions that drained strength without producing fruit. As written in the Gospel according to John chapter 15 verse 2, "Every branch in me that does not bear fruit he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit he prunes, that it may bear more fruit." This season taught me that less can be more when God is the gardener. Episode 4, Joy Without Applause. There was joy in this season, but it was quieter than before. It came from obedience rather than affirmation, from prayer answered in private rather than recognition received in public. The work continued even when no one noticed. The city remained busy, yet the kingdom grew in places no one thought to look. The truth of the epistle to the Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 became visible: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. Fruit did not draw attention to itself, it pointed beyond itself. Season 3 Closing Reflection. Season 3 ended not with arrival, but with surrender. The work belonged fully to God. The fruit was His to grow, His to multiply, and His to use as He pleased. The heart returned again to the words of John the Baptist, recorded in the Gospel according to John chapter 3 verse 30, "He must increase, but I must decrease." The sidewalks of Chicago still stretched on, cracked and crowded, yet beneath them, life continued to grow.